was that for you?
Look, we didn't play well. We didn't create enough. But I'm not gonna go too deep into the reasons because I will find an excuse, and I don't want an excuse. So we are out. You're not gonna ask me next week what is most important, if Wembley or the Barclays Premier League. That's it. From now on, points. Somehow. It doesn't matter the shape, it doesn't matter the team. Any player who plays from now on is a Sunderland first team player, and he needs to defend the club to the best of their ability, and if we are good enough, we're gonna stay up. So it's no too many things to talk about. You know, I don't think we can analyze anything because this team beat Southampton, and the players that played today, they were alright, and you know, we were not good enough. Simple. Or in everything, 50-50s, in diving when you have to dive, in dealing with the referee when he panics for 5 minutes, in giving a penalty away and not recovering well, and not creating one chance, not crossing the ball well. So when you're not good enough, you're not good enough. There's nothing you can do.
You and Silkos after 60 minutes, it was only when it's got time, wasn't it? You were in the game.
Goals change games. And if you look at the games of Hull, you know that they score probably more than 50% from a corner or free kick, and Davies is involved. That way we had our skipper marking him, but somehow we didn't deal with the situation. And after that, you know what we talk about, presence, don't give nothing away because football is very difficult anyway. So the only way to play this game is trying to make sure you don't make any mistakes, and the opposition needs to do everything to beat you.
Is that part of the disappointment that once you lost one goal, you then lost another two very quickly afterwards?
I don't think, yeah, of course when it's so quick it affects the game, but especially how
That's right.
how you consider it. Even having a penalty, they couldn't score, so it means that it's very difficult to beat someone, and after you're 1-0 you need to keep the game alive to the last few minutes, and we didn't. But like I said, there was no way that we were scored today because I don't think we created half a chance.
Did you think that they targeted leave it in the first half to try and unsettle him and get in the referee's ear with him?
No, I think the first 15 minutes was a cup tie, madness. Ball was flying all over the place. Then when we settled down, I think we were the better team without creating. We were in their half, so it's a different game. You know, last week we were always in our half, with the space in behind to break. Today for 20 minutes we were in their half, but we couldn't create anything. So that shows you that every game is different. You need different qualities. You need to be good on the day, depending on what the opposition does. And today it didn't happen. We were 3 or 4 or 5 times in the first half behind the back four, and we didn't put one ball proper in the box. If you don't do that, you cannot score. You need to wait for them to give it to you, like we done it at the end. So, like I said, no good today.
How disappointing was it to see the mistakes from Lee Captain, because up until that point he was going to be a better
Well, normally because the one who give you everything, the one is involved in everything, is the only one who can make a mistake. If you hide, or if you are not in the game, or if you do nothing to take a risk and win the game, then for sure you are not going to make any. So that's the bad side of football. The one they take responsibility, and the ones they care and they show you week in, week out, is the one that maybe they're in a position to make a mistake. So football.
What about the person who weren't here today? Was Josie, where's he?
Josie
Ill.
ill for the last 2 days. Valentin Roberts as well. West didn't train the whole week with a little problem in his calf. He wanted to play anyway, but he didn't train one day. And Craig Garner pulled out yesterday.
You would hope rather than for Palace though.
Now West is going to be there. Craig Garner, not sure. I suppose that Josie as well, and Valentin Roberts, because the illness is the typical one that is 2 or 3 days. But
Did you get the team right, Gus?
sorry?
Did you get the team right?
It's a good excuse, yeah. I think if you want to defend the players, you can put I made a mistake and pick the wrong team. That would be a good one to get away from a disappointing afternoon, and I will take it like always. So.
You've given a few players their chance in this cup. Is there anyone who's played themselves out of your thoughts or into your thoughts?
Prefer not to answer.
I mean, both cups have been really positive for the club, and the club have obviously gained a lot from them, and the supporting side as well. Can you kind of put that into words? But I mean, it's also important not to linger on that now, isn't it? Because it's got to go.
Look, I've been trying to convince everybody that the best way to have the word confidence in your camp is winning games. It doesn't matter which competition. Now, if we were in the cup, because we were in the cup and it was more important than the league. Now we are not, so it's over. I'm not going to talk about the cup anymore. Now, Crystal Palace, the biggest game of the season is next Saturday. I invite every single fan in Sunderland to fill the stadium and make sure that we make it very difficult for them, because this is a key moment. You cannot go out, after Palace. It's now. And we're gonna train all week. We cancel a few days off and a few things that normally when you don't perform the manager, we are the bad ones. And we're gonna prepare the best we can. Then, of course, it's up to the 22 players on the pitch and the referee to have a good day.